What is going on? What is poppin' YouTube world? My name is Jamal McKinney, or you can just call me Juice because that is my nickname. I appreciate you guys for watching this video today. Be sure to smash this like button right about now, as it does help these videos get to the public and my channel to grow overall. Subscribe to the channel if you're new as well. I do post a ton of great sports videos weekly, and almost every single day if I can, and turn on post notifications too, so you do not miss a single one of those videos that I post. It is only right, you guys. So Kobe Bryant has died. A lot of people are celebrating Kobe Bryant's legacy. You know, rest in peace, Kobe Bryant. Rest in peace, Kobe Bryant's 13-year-old daughter. Rest in peace to everyone who died on that, crazy, helicopter crash. They're all in my prayers. But today, I want to honor Kobe Bryant once again, and I want to talk about where, in my opinion, I believe Kobe Bryant ranks on the NBA all-time list. Where does Kobe Bryant rank as an all-time great NBA player? Is he top 5? Is he top 10? Is he top 15? Where does he rank? Is he the GOAT? We'll discuss all these things. So, to me, in my opinion, I believe Kobe Bryant is one of the 5 best basketball players to ever live. And I believe Kobe Bryant is the greatest Los Angeles Laker to ever put on the purple and gold, okay? Now, when we look at top 5 all-time people, obviously you got Michael Jordan, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, LeBron James. You can make the argument for Magic Johnson. You can make the argument for Wilt Chamberlain. You can make the argument for Larry Bird. You can make the argument for Shaquille O'Neal. However, between all those players I mentioned, I believe Kobe Bryant has to at least somewhere be in your top 5. And if he's not in your top 5 right now, hopefully I can convince you in this video to why he should be in your top 5, okay? Listen, when we look at Kobe Bryant's resume all time, okay, to me, he's the second greatest shooting guard of all time. And that's okay that he's second on that list, because arguably Michael Jordan is the greatest basketball player to ever live. In my opinion, Michael Jordan is the GOAT. So the fact that Kobe Bryant is the second greatest shooting guard of all time, that's not a slight on him, okay? Kobe Bryant is the closest thing ever to Michael Jordan from a playing style perspective on the basketball court, okay? That's pretty impressive. To me, Kobe Bryant is the most skilled basketball player in history. It's not James Harden, it's not Kyrie Irving, it's not Steph Curry, it's not anyone else. It's Kobe Bryant. To me, Kobe Bryant is the most skilled player of all time. He mastered the game of basketball. What do I mean by that? I'll talk about impeccable footwork. I'll talk about being able to shoot off the dribble, create your own shot, play from the post, cut to the basket, or play above the rim, dunk the basketball, shoot free throws. There's not a single thing on the basketball court that Kobe Bryant could not do. He had all the moves, he had all the tricks, and in my opinion, he took all of MJ's moves and tricks and kind of did them a little bit better. He was not the same player as MJ. Don't get me wrong, Michael Jordan was more efficient and accomplished more as a player. But from an overall ability standpoint, I think Kobe Bryant, as far as his offensive arsenal, might be the greatest player of all time, just from a skill set perspective, okay? And at Kobe Bryant's peak, how great was he at his best compared to Michael Jordan, LeBron James, Magic Johnson, all those guys? This is a guy that in 2005 averaged 35.4 points per game, okay? In 2006, averaged 31.6 points per game. The thing that people fail to realize about Kobe Bryant was that in his era, mainly throughout his prime, defense was at its peak. A lot of people think that Michael Jordan faced the toughest defenses. He might have from a physicality perspective, but back in Kobe Bryant's days, back from roughly around 2000 to I would say about 2009, 2010, when officiating was actually pretty good. Back in those days, you didn't get called for fouls for just passing gas or blowing your breath on someone. The officiating in today's NBA is not that good. The NBA has become soft. The game is much more spread out, not as physical. You can't hand check anymore, and it leans toward offense. All the rules today leans toward putting up numbers, okay? It's so easy to get buckets in today's NBA if you're a good player, okay? The thing about Kobe Bryant's era was that he put up his numbers in an era where there was still physicality, not to MJ's level, but there were also great athletes. Michael Jordan never faced great, amazing athlete. He was arguably the greatest athlete in his sport. In today's NBA, with guys like Russell Westbrook, Ja Morant, all these guys, there's NBA athletes all over the place that would lap the competition Michael Jordan faced from just an athletically gifted perspective. Not to mention, in Kobe Bryant's days, there was physicality. There was a little bit of hand checking. There was still, physicality on defense. At times, if you scored 90 points in a game from roughly 2004 to 2007, that was considered pretty high. Defense was at an all-time high. And Kobe Bryant at one point scored 81 points in a game, okay? That's pretty impressive. That is equivalent to Wilt Chamberlain, in my opinion, scoring 100 points, because Kobe Bryant did it in an era where defense was actually played and taken seriously, okay? And not to mention, in my opinion, I think Kobe Bryant, for roughly about a 3 to 5 year period, was the best player in basketball, I think that at worst, he was probably the best player in basketball for about a 2 to 3 year period. But I'd say anywhere from about a 3 to 4 year period, from anywhere from about 2005 roughly to about maybe roughly 2009, 2010. Kobe to me was the best player in basketball from a defensive perspective, from a skill set perspective, from a leadership perspective, from winning. In my opinion, Kobe Bryant was the ultimate complete player. Another thing I want to say is that as far as defense goes, Kobe Bryant was elite. He was lethal on offense and defense as well, okay? Kobe Bryant was named to an all-defensive team 12 times. Tim Duncan was named to an all-defensive team 15 times. So Kobe Bryant is second to Tim Duncan as far as most all-defensive teams made. He made first team all-defense 9 times, and he made second team all-defense 3 times. Combined 12 times was named to an all-NBA defensive team. Okay, that's pretty impressive, okay? Not to mention, he's got 5 NBA titles and 2 Finals MVPs, and there's this narrative that Kobe Bryant was carried by Shaquille O'Neal, and that is false, 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 false. From 2000 to 2004, when Kobe Bryant and Shaquille O'Neal were at their peaks in Los Angeles, when they were winning titles, these are the statistics for Kobe Bryant in the playoffs from 2000 to 2004. So through a 5-year stretch where, Shaquille O'Neal and Kobe Bryant were the real deal, where they were the ultimate duo, Kobe Bryant in 2000 averaged 21 points per game. 2001, 29.4 points per game. 2002, 26.6 points per game, okay? In 2003, led the entire playoffs with a 32.1, point per game average, okay? In 2004, 24.5 points per game. Kobe Bryant did not ride Shaquille O'Neal's coattails. He was more than a contributor to Shaquille O'Neal's runs to winning Finals MVPs. The fact that Kobe Bryant was on that team allowed Shaq to be Shaq. The floor was space. People had to worry about Kobe. And Shaq was a better player at the time, but don't tell me that Shaquille O'Neal did not benefit from having Kobe Bryant on his team. Shaquille O'Neal would not have won those titles if he did not have that 6'6" assassin Kobe Bryant, who was a great player, even though he had quite not gotten to the middle of his prime, okay? And also, Kobe Bryant won 2 NBA titles on his own, He did lose to the Boston Celtics in 2008 in 6 games, but then he went on to beat the Orlando Magic in 5 games and beat the Boston Celtics in 7 games to go back-to-back. So Kobe Bryant won 2 NBA Finals MVPs by himself. So as far as his resume goes, I'm looking at a guy that's one of the 3 best scorers of all time. To me, Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, Kevin Durant are the 3 best scorers of all time. And Kobe Bryant, you can make the argument, he was the hottest scorer out of the 3. Kevin Durant can do the most things. Michael Jordan probably the most consistent and the most efficient out of the 3. But Kobe Bryant, he got the most hot between the 3, okay? And at his peak, there may have not been a better player at their peak than arguably maybe Michael Jordan. Maybe Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in his prime at his peak was better than Kobe, but again, Kobe to me is at least top 5 as far as his peak performance, and when he was at his best in his prime, he's the most skilled basketball player of all time. I've already talked about the impeccable footwork, the shooting, the just mastery of the game that Kobe Bryant showed you. 20 years of excellence in one uniform in today's NBA, where players are moving around and trying to join up to play with Steph Curry and Klay Thompson like Kevin Durant did, like LeBron James did with Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh, like Ray Allen, Paul Pierce and KG did in Boston. All these guys, the last, I would say, decade or so, have been trying to join forces. Kobe Bryant wasn't about that. Kobe Bryant won all of his titles with one franchise. There's something to be said for his loyalty to one franchise. An 18-time All-Star, an elite defender, 12 times, like I said, was named to an all-defensive team. He won a league MVP. And in my opinion, Kobe Bryant was robbed of at least 2 of those MVPs. You know, when Dirk Nowitzki won MVP, I would have given it to Kobe that year. When Steve Nash won at least one of those MVPs, Kobe Bryant to me was just better. It was a joke that they gave to Steve Nash over Kobe Bryant at least one of those 2 years. And not to mention, Kobe Bryant did all these things being a Los Angeles Laker. To me, there's just something different to be said about that, okay? And to me, with all those things taken into consideration, I think Kobe Bryant is top 5 all time. You can make the argument that he's on the Mount Rushmore of basketball. I would probably say he comes up a little bit short of that just because he never really truly impacted the game of basketball like LeBron James did, making it mobile, Michael Jordan making it global, Magic Johnson as far as his leadership goes, and even Steph Curry. Steph Curry changed the game of basketball as far as the evolution of shooting three-point shots. Kobe Bryant did not completely change the game of basketball, but to me, he's a one-of-a-kind player. The only real knock I would have on Kobe Bryant is he wasn't quite efficient as a MJ or LeBron or even a Kevin Durant. You know, he never shot 50% one time in his career. That's one knock you can hold against him. You know, I don't think Kobe Bryant ever held the title of best player in the world for that long of a period. There were some people that don't even think that Kobe Bryant at one point was the best player in basketball. A lot of people thought that Tim Duncan was, you know, Shaquille O'Neal, then LeBron James. I personally think Kobe Bryant, for at least a 3-year period, was the best player in basketball. But again, it's not undisputed. That's the only problem. And Kobe Bryant also did lose the first round in his prime. He's not LeBron James to where you can say LeBron James never lost in the first round of the playoffs. Kobe Bryant did it in the middle of his prime. That's gonna be a knock on his legacy. There's also some people that feel that Kobe Bryant was hard to play with, you know, hard to get along with. He took a lot of shots, wasn't always efficient. So those are a couple knocks you can point to as far as Kobe Bryant's legacy goes, okay? But I think Kobe Bryant's a living legend. And I believe Kobe Bryant is the greatest Los Angeles Laker of all time. Magic Johnson did a lot of damage in Los Angeles, but again, never quite the same guy in his prime and at his peak as Kobe Bryant was. Peak Kobe Bryant was better than peak Magic Johnson. Point blank, period. And if I'm starting a team, I want Kobe Bryant on my team, okay? And Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, he did not do most of his damage with the Los Angeles Lakers until he was a little bit older in his career. And people fail to realize that Kareem Abdul-Jabbar did not play his entire career with the Lakers. He won a championship with the Milwaukee Bucks early in his career. So the fact that Kobe did it for 20 years, the fact that he was great at his peak, better than Magic Johnson, better than Kareem Abdul-Jabbar maybe at his peak, and the fact that he did it for 20 years in one uniform, I think he's Mr. Laker. I think he's the greatest Laker of all time. So if you ask me where the great Kobe Bryant ranks all time, I gotta put him in my top 5 for all those reasons. I think that Kobe Bryant is the greatest Los Angeles Laker of all time. Better than Shaq, better than Magic, better than Kareem. And to me, Kobe Bryant is gonna go down as one of the greatest legends in NBA history. Not only for his on-court performance, but his off-the-court, you know, impact that he had with younger players later in his career. You know, those constant stories about him waking up at 3 a.m., 2 a.m. even sometimes, 4 a.m. to work out and dribble. And he was the first guy in the gym and the last guy out. That's a guy that I want to run through a wall for. That's a guy that I want to play for. Kobe Bryant is the ultimate leader as far as what he did from an example perspective. Kobe Bryant never cheated his teammates. I always got to appreciate Kobe Bryant for that. And his stride to excellence is something I will always appreciate. His stride to be the best of all time. He didn't quite reach Michael Jordan's level, but again, he's the closest thing I've ever seen to Michael Jordan. His work ethic is unmatched. And to me, Kobe Bryant goes down as one of the 5 best basketball players of all time. Rest in peace, Kobe Bryant. You will forever be missed in NBA history. Be sure to comment where you agree with me and disagree with me. Love to hear what you guys have to say in the comment section. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this video today. Be sure to smash this like button right now if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe to my channel if you're new as well. I do post a ton of great sports videos weekly and almost every single day if I can. A fun fact about me is I want to go into the sports broadcasting and media world. I want to become one of the next great sports broadcasters and analysts out in the world. Kind of like Colin Cowherd, Stephen A. Smith, Shannon Sharp. You get the point. Okay, I want to do sports, television, and radio for a full living once I graduate from the University of Toledo, a college in Northern Ohio. I currently am a freshman there right now. So the best thing you guys can do to just help me continue to grow as a young broadcaster is to just share this channel with all your friends, because potentially if this channel really gets somewhere, I want to start my own network, okay? Or potentially if it doesn't, or if I fall a little bit short, I want to go into a big time network like ESPN or Fox Sports 1. So the best thing you guys can do to just flat out just help me grow as a broadcaster, help me learn, get other people hip to this channel, just share this channel with all your friends, share this channel on Facebook, share it on Twitter, share it on Instagram, all that good stuff. Also, be sure to follow me on all my social media platforms. And once again, guys, just share this channel with everyone you know. Get everyone hipped and watching these videos. Get my voice out there and heard. Share it on Facebook, share it on Twitter, share it on Instagram, all that good stuff. It's been your boy, Jemima McKinney, or you can just call me Juice. I appreciate all you guys for tuning in today. I really do. Have a God blessed day. Stay motivated, you guys, and I'm out.